The title of this video is The Fourth House Cancer in 5 minutes. So this is another video about the shadow of a house. So in this video you will learn the dark side of the fourth house. If you do not want to know about the dark side, if you want to know about love and light and about all the good things about that house and how it's going to give you so many advantages in the world and so many good things to have planets in the fourth house, you do not have to watch this video. This is for problems, not for good things. So in 5 minutes I'm going to explain to you what the problems of the fourth house normally are. If you're born with problem in fourth house placements, the main problem that you face is the problem of feeling unstable, feeling there's a need for rootedness. There's a need for stability because that's something, for some reason, your whole mind has been conditioned to create a foundation that does not break. Roots that do not die, a home that you can always stay in. It's about staying in one place. Because the fourth house is the lowest part of the chart, it's also the most hidden and private place of the chart. So another shadow is that people like this, they are very private to the point of not even being a part of a world. They're so in their own world, focused on themselves, their money, their stability, their independence, because this is a provider kind of house, that they're not even thinking about doing anything outside. So the shadow of this house is self-absorption. Somebody who's only thinking about themselves. They don't really care about anything or anybody else. These are usually selfish kind of placements to have it in the fourth house. Let me explain why. Because you see, the fourth house is, we build our chart. We need a safe base. We need the mother, because mother is roots. Home is roots, our body. We need to have roots so we can feel safe, so our reptile brain can shut the fuck up and we can think straight. Now for some reason, the reptile brain is not shutting up. For the fourth houser growing up early. For some reason, if you have a sun, moon, any planet in the fourth house, that planet said, I'm just not getting the stability that I need. Stability is all I'm thinking about. Sorry to say, but it's the lowest part of the chart for a reason. Okay, it's very similar to the second house. But the second house deals with a physical sense, with the enjoyment of a physical. Is about legacy that you can enjoy. But the fourth house is not about enjoyment. It's more primitive than that. It's literally just survival. It's literally just stay alive. Stay in one place. Be grounded. Be safe. Why would a person be overly focused on that area? It's the most mundane, I'm sorry to say, one of the most boring areas, just like the second house, of the chart to focus on. It's quite miserable actually, you know that? To have to focus in an entire lifetime only on your foundation. Only on protecting what you have and keeping it. It's like this. It's this kind of energy. Like Four of Pentacles in Tarot. You know, how he holds the coin and like, we need to keep it, grow, accumulate. Eventually, the fourth houser, he may become a CEO of a company. He owns the whole company. He has created a legacy for himself. So he provides a safe base for others. So others can rise in the ladder of his company and they can get fed by him. So the provider, he's the gardener. He's the housekeeper. He's the landlord. Yeah, these kinds of people get fourth house placements, but also protectors of places. This is represented by the dog. Yeah, like a dog in front of a door, and he keeps everything that is bad away. But the dog, as a gatekeeper, he is such an animalistic function with fourth house. I'm not sorry, obviously, to say all that matters is money, stability, not allowing anybody to have access to your stuff, to steal your stuff, to take your stuff. It's defensive. It's armored. Literally. Your house is a kind of armoring. So you make boundaries with the external world so you can retreat. It's the house of retreats, the house of sanctuaries. There's a reason for a person to retreat into a shell, like a cocoon. It's like being in a fetus position. So already if you're born with fourth house placements in the womb, because it's a psychic house, it's a mystical house, in the womb already, you are like, oh no, what's going to happen to me? Something's wrong here. I'm not safe. Why the fuck would somebody think that? Why the fuck would the subconscious be programmed to think about the fourth house matter? To think about retreating? The moment you are born, the moment you come out of a retreat, you're already thinking about retreating. Do you see the absolutely pathological component of a fourth house planet? To be born, I am repeating myself, born, thinking, wanting, moving, to retreat. Okay. Very, very simple logic. I make it as simple as possible. So even the last person gets it, because humans are so stupid. People are thick in the brain. So you can explain the shadow of a house, but then their brain is refusing to accept it. So if you're not accepting anything I'm saying, you don't have to. Please do not just accept it. Check for yourself. So you can go online. You can read all about the fourth house. What is it about? What's the symbolism of a fourth house? What are the keywords? And you will find that my logic is impeccable. There's nothing you can say or argue against anything I'm saying here, because this is the truth. So you can check the truth for yourself. All of this is based on scientific research. This is based on psychology. So if you do not like these kinds of videos, if you do not like to look at the bad shit show, which, like I said, every single house, no exception, has a shit show that you need to know about if you want to get well. If you don't want to be 99% of people, like a normal person, unaware, unconscious, just acting out their trauma over and over again like a robot, like a reaction machine, if you don't want to be an animal, you need to know the shadow of your placements. That's what it's for. A problem needs to be identified, and then it can be solved. But first you must understand, where does it come from? The roots of the issue. And of course, that's what fourth house is about. That's what Cancer is about. So that's why all of these videos, the entire series is based on that. To connect you back to the origin of your conditioning. Because I'm a Cancer Sun and Rising, and guess what? My chart ruler is in the fourth house. I have a moon in Libra in the fourth house. So I know all about retreat. And don't be kidding around. I live my entire life with the moon ruler in that house. The darkest, deepest, most decrepit, most bottom, lowest consciousness house. Yeah? It's very, very low consciousness. But it's like plant consciousness, like a tree. If you go out in nature, the tree is connected to the cosmos, to the origin, to the soil. That's where it gets its energy from the roots, from beneath the earth, from the dirt, from the ground, from the darkness. So that's what this house is about. I'm sorry, not sorry obviously, because there's nothing wrong with it. But you need to understand bioenergetics here. You need to understand correspondences to nature. What part of nature is what house? So then you can make sense of it. So you can understand how your subconscious is conditioning you, moving you to do things that maybe you don't want to do, but it's automatic. As every planet in every house has an automatic conditioning, a mission it has to fulfill to function properly. And to get that mission, to get that quest fulfilled, to get success, it will not hesitate to control you, to be in protection, survival mode, to manipulate, to play yourself, so you can be in your shadow, and when the shadow gets you what you want, but in a way that you really do not want, that you really don't, which is rigid, armored, fearful, and neurotic. Yeah, it's all neurotic. Every single house, shadow, every shadow is neurotic, because every day, all you can think about is doing that thing to shut the fuck up, to shut the reptilian brain up, because the reptile brain is continuously firing to get you to fulfill your mission through that house, whatever is prominent for that planet, that is the problem for you. So anyways, that being said, I hope it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, please watch the rest of my videos. Over time, it will make more and more and more sense, as you will understand how this bioenergetically works in the body and with your psyche, because it's all connecting to your behavior in a very practical and very logical kind of way, but it's very predictable. Very easy to understand once you see how it actually works. So if you like to see more videos like this, please leave a like and subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, one-on-one, and you like to know more about your own shadows and how to overcome them and why they're there, the origin of the trauma of your placements, that's what I'm about, then don't hesitate to reach out through Messenger or email. You have my info below. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.